The stream is working now on that one. Let's check this out here. Alright, I think it's working now. Oh yeah, he's working. Finally.
Nice.
Yeah, my mic sucked. I had to get it fixed on the stream. I think you mentioned something about it. I'm not hearing the game in my headset now. Come on. Oh, now I can hear it. Yeah. You see the update with the fant mod where the vending machines you can use as chests and you can use them to connect to other chests?
No, I hadn't seen that part of it, but you could always use them for a chest.
Yeah. Well, now he's got a port in them where you can use them to connect to each other. I got 3 slots on them just like a chest. I need to go out and find an oil pond. Ow. got them. Might be a good place for a farm, and it's not too far from the mechanic station. Yeah, I like the fant mod.
I'm a big fan of fant mod.
Yes. You pretty much put everything chapter 2 that needs to be there pretty much. You pretty much made it in chapter 2 almost. Besides the digging into the ground. Have you played the raft one? The raft mod for scrap mechanic?
I did. I never finished it, but yeah, I played a bit of that.
Yeah. It plays just like the actual game raft. Is there? Oh, I got cotton every dang where though. On my world, I have cotton everywhere. But I found an oil pond. Actually, 2 oil ponds. There we go. So what you do for a living?
I do gig work.
I just gig work. Yeah, I just work from home.
Yeah, I do a little of that too.
I used to work for FedEx for 12 years. I got tired of that. I was a supervisor for the whole, because FedEx contracts out the contractors to run routes, and I was a supervisor over pretty much everything for a contractor.
I get tired of things after 12 months. Like, no way I'm making 12 years.
Yeah, I worked for one supervisor. Well, I mean, one contractor. He's the one that made me a supervisor. Yeah, I say roughly about maybe a year into it. He sent us a text one Saturday, or one Sunday, said, I'm closing shop. Y'all won't have a job Monday. So, yeah. So, luckily, another contractor took over his route and pretty much hired all the drivers too. So, that saved us there. All right. All right. Yeah, I can't get the rain to show up on the mod. I hear it, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see the raindrop.
I wonder if it's in your graphics settings for your displays and stuff.
Could be. Sound like my character's peeing everywhere. And whenever you're ready to start a world, we can start a whole new world.
Me being 3 hours ahead of you puts a little bit of a wrench in it, but we can figure out sometimes.
Yeah.
So I've usually got a couple hours in the morning and a couple hours in the evening during the week. And I try to take a Sunday or a Monday off every week, just to do
Mm,
stupid crap like this.
yeah. Oh, somebody comment on Twitch. Nice. I'll take his advice too. One more. One more. And I can make a loop. And find another sun shake machine.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of stuff you wind up building. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of stuff you wind up building.
Yeah, I built some pretty crazy stuff sometimes. Right now, this is just my little scout right now. I usually build like a kind of like a bobcat type thing for my wood gathering and rock node gathering. Most efficient for me.
I have come up with something completely different for every single world I've been on for mining and
I I've
logging trees.
yeah, I've tried a lot of different things, a lot. But I usually stick to them because I know I know they work. Um, but they may be designed a little different every world. They may look different, but they're essentially pretty much based upon the same concept. And usually, when I build my farm, when I first started, try to get as many as suspensions that I can get, and I just build it where I don't really have to watch it. It'll crush yourself. There's me like a sort of shape machine. It's pretty much my farm is just pretty much set up where I ain't even got to do anything to it except plant. I hear you. Where you at?
Yeah, that's one thing I want to do with Fant Mod is just see how high of a level of a raid I can get up to.
Yeah. Take all the toilet seats. I kind of like this world. This world ain't too bad. I know we're chemical pond is close to the mechanic station. The oil
Oh
pond's a little
man,
far.
I'm gonna quit doing my little series. I'm recording on mine because my world is so messed up.
What do you mean? How is it messed up?
No road goes anywhere, and once you get past the first packing station, it becomes so mountainous and curvy and bumpy that even going off road is like, no, I don't want to do that.
Well, this one right. This is the second packing station here, and it's literally just down the road from the first one. It is not that far. I mean, it's right down the road from each other. Oh, there's a tree there.
I've literally got the worst world
Battery
seed spawn
low.
I've ever had on that one. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna start another one. I'm not. Nope.
Not that bad, is it?
It's that bad.
No, I had one that I started in. It was nothing but like it was like a water world. There was no one road. It was just pretty much water the whole time, everywhere, all the way around. Water the whole time.
Yeah, see, my main road leaving from the mechanic station goes around the pond and down, and then makes a right hand curve
Charging
and
battery.
disappears into the woods. You gotta go through the woods beside a rock wall, which actually is part of the trader, to then come out at another road after you get out of the woods at the first packing station. Then the road curves again, goes up a monster hill, and then disappears. You go down the hill, catch the road again, and you wind up eventually at the second packing station.
And there's my first packing station. It's not really that far. Yeah, I've had some worlds where the packing stations were. Whew. I had one world where the first packing station is pretty close to the mechanic station. The second packing station is close to the second mechanic station. So it's like you have to travel halfway across the dang map just to get to that one.
I would have to actually build bridges and ramps and lifts and stuff to be able to haul packages, fruit packages, from the backing to the trader. I'm like, nah.
No, you're right. Ha.
And my water plant where I was going to go farm for circuit boards that I need so bad is tucked in between a level 4 and a level 2 warehouse.
Nice. Make sure I have my loot. I need. I do need a bed, so I need to get some more cotton and some more paint. That's new.
What's that?
It's a walk mat. It can produce milk over time by feeding automatically corn to the walk. That's new. And it's not that expensive to make. You can put it into your lineup too. It's got ports for your machine.
So it automatically feeds a wok.
Yeah.
That's just what a chest with a pump on does.
Yeah. But you can get a walk now. do. I haven't tried any. Have you tried any of the engines on here, like the V8 and all that on the fant mod?
Yeah. Um, I don't really like them that much, but yeah.
I haven't tried it yet. I mean, I've tried the tracks for a tank.
Yeah, I don't like them all that much either.
Yeah, I looked at how to hook them up. You only hook up like one, and then you have to set it up with logic.
Yeah, I got them working, but you know, they're. I'd just rather have wheels on suspension.
Yeah.
I'd just rather have wheels on suspension.
What do I need? A couple of those.
The one thing that really helped me out with his mod is the gearbox.
The gearbox.
Yeah, that makes making rear axles with independent suspensions and stuff like that a little easier to do, especially if you want to build a with a like a piston engine or a bearing drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And them just don't go that fast.
Yeah, bearing drive is probably the fastest way to go unless you're going to use a jet.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I've tried the bearing drive, but for some reason, just when you go to stop and go to reverse real quick, it looks like my axle's breaking. Where is this?
Yeah, it's the having to go that one extra space, and then if you got 10 bearings on an axle,
Mm-hmm.
you've got to go 10 spaces every time you tap the button, even to move one little bit. You're moving the 10 rotations.
Yeah. So don't be in a
So you
hurry to stop. I should say that.
Oh, it'll stop. It just ain't gonna stop on which dime you're pointing at. But
Yeah.
the wheels definitely stop turning.
Yeah. There's one thing this game needs is some grip on the wheels.
Oh, the wheels on Fant mod's got some grip, and then
Oh
there's
yeah,
another mod that's got some different wheels that have some really good grip.
yeah. I have another wheel mod too, but I don't like to mix mods. Some of them just don't work right.
Now, Fant's all you really need.
Yeah, that's everything you might possibly need. So you said you didn't like Crash Landers that much?
I liked it. It was just the world was a little boring. The story, the quest line, was what Scrap Mechanic is missing. But
Yeah.
then they took away everything that Scrap Mechanic was to put that there.
I mean, you could still do everything that Scrap Mechanic can, but it takes a little longer to get there. If you just
I've got no buildings to go and loot. I've got well, I've got a couple of wolves and a bear every once in a while.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I understand that one. But then,
There's nothing to do except for the quest line.
hmm where is this? Where's the pond at? I had it earlier. Oh, I lost my chemical pond. Why, where's that? While we're here, come here. More of them.
But yeah, with his gearboxes, it allowed me to make a four-wheel drive piston engine setup.
Hmm. Yeah, I think he did pretty good on his mod there. Yeah, my dang machine, my little car is a little too light. Bouncing around a lot.
Yeah, scrap mechanic don't like light.
Mm-mm. And it don't like too heavy either.
Sorry, I had my hands full. It do heavy just fine if you got enough axles under it. Sorry, I had my hands full.
Yeah,
It do heavy just fine if you got enough axles under it.
that means a lot more suspension, a lot more bearings, and that's a lot more lag. Ow. I gotta go ahead and get a farm going so I can get me a damn spud gun. Come here. I said, get out of there. I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck on another one. What the heck? Any hay bots? There's all the chests. I was wondering where all the chests were at. Ooh. 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 I'm stuck. I'm gonna be stuck. I about feel. That was close. Oh, that is not cool. I just fell through the map.
You playing the game wrong, bruh.
I fell down in a toilet,
Playing the game wrong, bruh.
and when it hit the ground, it went through the map. That is not Oh shit! I should have stayed in the fucking toilet. This is gonna suck.
You got out of the toilet while you were falling.
Yep, I should have stayed in the toilet.
You got out of the toilet while you were falling.
All right, I'm back now. All right. Whew. I don't know where my toilet went. Oh well. Chemical pond. Use this one. All right. Got this chemical right here, and this should be all the resources I would need for a little while for like chemicals and stuff. I may need to go back and get some more oil, but by the point.
Get the resources up to build a clam tank.
Yeah,
Get the resources
definitely.
up to build a clam tank.
Yeah, that is the best thing to do. Sweet, sweet. And that is one resource that needs to be easier to get in vanilla. Is clams to make glue,
Absolutely.
or a different way to make glue besides clams. Something else. All right. Stand up. Thank you. I've got plenty of sunshake machines. I would say so myself.
Well, my dog is looking at me like I've lost my mind because I'm not heading to bed. But
All right, buddy.
if you want to think about what kind of which day you want to do something on,
Yeah.
or days, I can be down to making some time, to getting off of my work a little bit early on, 1 or 2 days a week.
Okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah, 3 hours behind. I know it gets a little better in the wintertime when it's 2 hours behind. But 'cause my time don't change.
Yeah, hopefully old Trump will get that one going through and we won't have to worry about that no more anyway.
Yeah. Hopefully. That would be nice. All right, buddy.
But yeah, like yeah, Sunday is easy to do. Mondays I'd prefer, but like I said, any other day I can.
Yeah.
Except Fridays and Saturdays. I'm unavailable then.
All right.
Too much money to be made there.
I understand that. All right. Yeah. I'll try to hit you up. We'll figure out a day.
All right, man. Good luck.
All
Have a
right,
good
man.
one.
We'll figure out a day.
All right, man. Good luck.
All right. Alright, we're gonna call it there tonight. Thanks for watching, dudes.